Hello and welcome to Destiny Digits. This is the soul urge reading for number 9. Your soul urge talks about your motivation. So as a 9, you are motivated by being very selfless and you love to give and help and assist. You are a natural humanitarian. You have a very idealistic approach and way of thinking. You are just a people for the people and of the people. Okay. So your first card that came out is security. Let's look at this. So, I feel like part of your security, part of part of what makes you uniquely you is your connection to spirit and the role you play. Like the mission that you walk in life is a continuation of, ancestors and, spirits before you. Um, and that is the security. The security is the fact that you are continuing a journey. You are walking a path and continuing a legacy, so to speak, between the spirit and the earth. And so I feel like I'm just saying, whatever you pursue, desire, or want to do in life, it is secure. It is a part of your mission. Under security, we have diligence. And so diligence reminds us that we have to consistently work with a consistent effort and integrity and efficiency in order to see and to create what it is we want. Um, I feel like diligence requires us to always view things from a higher perspective and to never get sucked up in the small moments that we forget to focus on the big picture, because it's the big picture that helps us make sure that our behaviors are consistent and we don't get swayed off our path. So your mission is secure. It's a continuation from your spirit world. And your focus must also be expansive. You must remember that as you push forward. Then we have wonders. I I feel like you are going to be amazed at the wonders of this life, of what you discover, of what is to come. I feel like there are things that you have yet to see, but you will be in awe, right? Or maybe you already have this understanding. And so that is also what pushes you forward to create this in the earthly realm for others, right? That's that selflessness, because you understand the beauty in this life and you want everyone to feel it and to have it if possible. The extra card that came out is healing chaos. So together we can say that through healing chaos, wonders become available to us, right? And that is the necessity. So when we go through these storms in life, we have butterflies all around this tornado. And so storms are transformational. And before, who we were before this chaos and who we were after, two totally different people. And that was the point. And it is through these storms that the majesty of life becomes available. Bottom of the deck, we have taking risks. All right, nines. There's something you are going to be doing or ought to be doing. And it's going to require consistent effort and work. It's going to require devotion and commitment on your part, right? And in the earthly realm, this is establishing a new sense of security for yourself. Um, or I kind of feel like this security is in almost like creating your legacy, like whatever you would want to leave behind or people to know you by. I feel like that's what this security also mentions. Next to security, we have expanded awareness. And so I've already mentioned the fact that you have to know that you come from a bigger lineage that is beyond this earthly realm. And so when you keep that in mind, that is your security. The fact that you are much bigger. Your existence is a part of a massive, massive story, something we can't fathom. But it's incredible, right? And so at the bottom, when we have take this risk, that is something that you have to count on. So even if the physical world, it doesn't look like a good time to take this risk, Spirit is saying to expand your awareness because your security may not really be here in the earthly realms at all times. Your true security that never changes and is always constant and supportive and available is in the stars. How beautiful. Next to diligence, we have cycles. So cycles talks about tasks, right? So we begin a task, and when we finish it, we finish it. But in the event that we don't finish a task at the time that maybe we should have, or at the time the experience ended, the next experience that comes to us, the task is still the same. Even if it's new people, places, and things, we can only complete one task at a time in life. And so when we don't finish these things, we jump into cycles. And it seems like we're going around and around and around and we're not progressing, but it's because the task, we have not completed it. And so this is where diligence comes in. It is in the way in which we show up and approach our life and the projects and the commitments and the relationships. It is how we show up that determines the length of cycles, the vibration and energetic like feel of the cycle. It talks about, is there a reward at the end or is there karma waiting for us, right? So Spirit is saying, in order to really close out cycles in life that seem to be lingering, we really have to be diligent with our part. And so that's when we talk about the higher perspective, seeing that this is of a bigger story. And so when Spirit says expand your awareness, this is understanding that you are a physical being, but this is a spiritual. No, you are a spiritual being on a physical mission. And that is what you must remember as you go through this. Now, Whirlpool Tarot to tap into like why that is stressed, but we have a bird here flying above in the taking risk card, and we also have a bird in diligence flying above. And so I just feel, and then we also have awareness, and so I feel like Spirit is just saying, just don't forget the bigger picture as you know push forward. um, Next to healing, chaos, wonders, we have communication. So this is about speaking our truth and sharing our self, our true authentic self, being comfortable, right? It's about knowing, but and not always being comfortable, right? So because yeah. Bottom of the deck is music. um but yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying through your voice, through whatever is inside of you that is to come out, whatever that is, whatever that is, it is a part of it is okay. It comes after this healing. So this healing chaos is necessary, but it will also open up your ability to communicate from a place of truth and to share your true identity. And this wonders, I feel like you will be amazed at what you are able to emit out, considering you. Just, you'll know how to take that. So taking risks at the bottom of one deck and music at the bottom of the other. So, vibrationally speaking, music is healing. It elevates us. And so maybe you are a creator of music. Maybe you were just an avid music lover. But nonetheless, I feel like Spirit is saying, please, I may read that card. I actually am going to read the music card. Yes, let's pull tarot and then let's read the music card. First card out is the Star. Ten of Swords. Death. Seven of Wands. Five of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. All right, guys. All right, nines. What's going on here? All right, we'll just do our last row. Okay, so the center card is the Five of Cups, which is like, being so caught up in the loss of a situation that we feel like we can't even go on, and we're not even able to recognize that if we were to turn around and try to go on, that possibilities and opportunities are available to us. And so that's the overall energy. And so that's in line with diligence and also cycles. Wheel of Fortune, these are big energies. The World. Okay. And so I feel, so we have cycles essentially twice. The World is cycles. Wheel of Fortune is also cycles. What goes around comes around, karma, and then cycles. So, all right. The energies that you have gone through, have just come out of, or currently in, are massive, and they are part of cycles. This is Spirit is wanting you to know that many times. All right, come on, Spirit. We just need one more. All right, nines. So I feel like you were protecting something. I feel like you were involved in something with someone, and maybe it was about love. We're talking about cups here. So there was some type of emotional investment or emotional tie. Maybe it was something that you were defensive about, something that you were protecting, something that it was important to you. But nonetheless, these three cups spilt over means that there is nothing left. Something has ended. Um, and so three is a number of joy. And so, this is sadness. This is not having joy. This is not having joy because something is over and something is ended. Now, this could have put you into a defensive energy. And because because you are in this space and because you've lost something, you were defensive and guarded and not really able to let anything else in or engage in something new because of what you're feeling. And so when we have cycles, I don't know, is this something that you feel like you've gone through? Loss, defeat, sadness? Is this something that you feel like you have consistently kind of had to deal with? There we go. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. So this is an energy of innocence. So sometimes we talk about, connecting with our past self. So from when we were a child, and really thinking about, six is a number of love and nurturing and caring and protection. And so this is about going back to that space, that first space when hopefully felt that energy was in childhood. And so this is reminiscing. This could be a past person that you remember from that time. This could be something about yourself that's important from childhood. This could also talk about an energy of past life. All right. So now before I really dig into the reading, let's just read music. so we can understand why that's important with taking risks. I don't want to miss any messages. Okay, 146. The Divas of Spirit Court share with you that music is a very important aspect of your healing and life at present. Music is one of the most powerful healing vibrations within the universe. It transcends the mind and penetrates deeply into the heart, bringing all types of people together in this creative expression of love. It is time to invite more music into your life. Dance and allow the music to fill every single cell of your being with joy and happiness. Open and receive as the musical divas play their healing sounds and songs, and feel yourself awakening to new depths. Feel the harmonic tones soothing your soul, gently guiding you back to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Listen, play, sing, and work with music in all areas of your life, and allow it to activate, heal, and inspire you. Feel it open new doorways within you, allowing you to express yourself. If you've been thinking about pursuing a music career, this card has shown up today to share with you that it is the perfect path for you to embark on. So this card is about opening your natural gifts, talents, and passions related to music and sound. This opens you to the music of the cosmos. This connects you to the fairy realm and the nature spirits. This balances your chakras, your creative well-being. It invokes inspiration and balance, and also aligns you to the pure joy and freedom that is your divine birthright. Okay, so let's just talk about that. The pure joy and freedom that is your divine birthright. That immediately makes me think of childhood, because children are just naturally their energetic, bubbly selves. Without a care in the world, they can't help but be in the moment. And so I feel like this is about healing ourselves so that we can get back to that space. So, sometimes when we go through trials and tribulations in life, they take away those sweet moments, those sweet aspects of who we were as children, right? They take away pieces of us. And before we know it, we have forgotten who we are, what makes us happy, what brings us joy. And we are just a product of our experiences. We have lost the spark in the life that we came into this world with. And so I feel like this reading is about recovering that. And the chaos that you endured taught you something about your voice. It taught you something about your sound, that you have something to say. And so maybe you are a singer, but if you are not, I feel like it is teaching you, you know, your voice, your sound, your truth, your authentic. Like nobody, no, you are the only you, right? And so the vibration of you is revealed when you speak, what you say, how you say it. Like that is your reflection. And so communication is about feeling safe and confident in your ability to project you unapologetically. But sometimes in life we can be shamed and abused into not believing who or what we are. All right. This is big energy. So beneath the Five of Cups, this feeling of loss and regret, not being able to move on, we have the World. And so this is a cycle. So you have been in this space many times, right? You have been in this space many times. But beautiful thing is that this cycle is over and the victory is available to you. We have Six of Wands, which is overcoming something. The Five of Wands was literally a challenge, a battle, competition. And so this is what you had to overcome. And it felt like loss, defeat, regret, but it was a part of your story. We have Wheel of Fortune. And so this really talks about karmic energy. It talks about, and we could have been carrying things over from past lives, but sometimes this is just saying that everything that we go through is a part of something. There are no coincidences. And so the wheel, the energy that spins, and the experiences and the people that present themselves to you are all a part of a bigger story. And the cycle that you played in it is ending, right? And so this wheel is teaching you how to is teaching you diligence. That's what it's teaching you. That is what you are learning. You are learning how to fight, defend, and protect what's important to you, how to show up, how to be a true contender in your own life. That is what you are learning. And it's this cycle, it is the completion of this cycle that brings you this Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity. This is a seed to begin again, to grow something new, to nurture, to birth something that's fruitful and abundant. This could be something tangible, something present in the physical world. But just real quick, this chaos was about transforming you. And so think about who you were when your story first began, and think about where you are today, and really congratulate yourself for what you made it through. Because it wasn't easy. And I think you had to realize your own strength, and you had to realize your own potential. And so above the head of this Five of Cups, this regret, we have Ten of Swords. This is like being at rock bottom, possible betrayal. We have swords in our back. So these are things that were done to us, that were meant to harm us, to take us out. And this is the energy that you are pushing through. Beautiful thing is that as a 10, that is a cycle. That is the end of a cycle. Goodness. And so the loss, the defeat, the regret, the betrayal, the backstabbing, that is something spiritual. And so maybe this was a part of it, like an ancestral pattern that you kind of had to walk through. But this star card here says that, one, you're healing, you're growing. And, to be naked in this card, I think it talks about purging yourself. And this is an energetic purging. And so realizing that, one, this is a cycle, so we had to finish tasks that were unfinished, but that followed us. Now we are naked. Now we are pure. Now we can begin anew. Now we will no longer experience these rock bottom moments, right? And sometimes death is necessary in order to be reborn. Like it's just a part of the journey. It is a part of the journey. And I feel like the endings that you have had to deal with, the endings where you literally have felt like this is the end of me, I can't go on, but also the endings and experiences that you have had with others, those were all opportunities. It is in the ending that you had an opportunity to learn something about you. And that is what expanded your awareness. Unfortunately, as uncomfortable as that felt. But all of that discomfort was because those were like express lessons. Pain makes you pay attention. We don't want to be in that space for long. So we respond and we do what we have to do to get out of it, hopefully. And so when we're in pain and when we have many lessons that feel that way, those can be traumatic, but they're getting us to the end very quickly if we choose to go with it. So nonetheless, this is about sharing you. This is about, now that all of these cycles are done, the chaos is done, we've transformed, you have tapped back in to who you were prior. You're beginning to heal. You've released. You're open. Now you know why these things were happening. Again, cycles. Please, I feel like you need to look up cycles, look up moonstone. Yeah. And so if music, if singing, if that is your story, Spirit says take a risk. But nonetheless, I feel like music is healing, and it's vibrationally elevating. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, take a risk in your own healing. Take a risk. What music did you listen to when you were younger? What songs do you remember? Go back to the Six of Cups energy and revisit the spaces of who you were, and see if you can pull your energy back from this space. Step into the star, expand the awareness, and realize that these traumatic moments and deaths and endings and disappointments were truly for your growth. And because these were a cycle and you have completed them, you know that this energy is, you have surpassed it, which is the beautiful thing about cycles, right? When you've completed it, you've completed it. So please look up Moonstone, um, you know, and how that assists in cycles. And just understand that this was all for your own transformation. And this was about restoring your innocence and healing you and cleansing you of all that did not represent who you were. And that's people, places, and things. Anything that has left you was not for you. It was not a part of the best version of you. Right? And so take a risk and jump into this new you that has to be vibrationally higher. Use music to heal you. I literally got on my Apple Music, and I think I typed in like inner child healing soundtrack, and there was a playlist that came out, something that simple. And then you just play it and just do chores, but you don't think about it. But consciously, subconsciously, like that counts. It's the intention, right? And when your intention is to invest in your own advancement, you can't lose. All right, nines, you are selfless givers, but in this moment, in this space, this is about giving to you. This is about giving to yourself. This is about restoring you, healing you, rejuvenating you. This is about building yourself up from the ground up, but realizing the star that you are and the connection that you have right beyond the veil, the gifts that you possess. I'm going to read Expanded Awareness. Stick around if you'd like. If not, no worries. But I feel like that may be one more thing to help. It always takes me a little while to find it. Got it. Okay. Okay. You have attracted this card into your life today because your awareness is expanding to an exciting new level of consciousness. You may have been feeling stuck in an old belief system, feeling frustrated that you cannot see the truth and finding it difficult to receive clarity. You're being encouraged to work deeply with Azurite to assist in expanding your awareness. It is time to see things in a different light, and Azurite has shown up to help you with this process. The veils of illusion are lifting as the old ways of being and thinking, which do not serve you any longer, are falling away. New realms of consciousness and deeper expanded awareness begin to make their presence known in your reality. Feel yourself being lifted to new heights as you start to view your life from a higher perspective. Azurite allows you to see yourself, your current situation, and your journey with deeper clarity. Know that you are opening to higher planes of consciousness and feel yourself growing into this exciting and life-changing way of being. So this connects you to and enhances your intuition, creates trust, helps you to follow your own guidance. It allows you to see things from a different perspective. It allows transformation and healing to occur. It dissolves old belief systems, concepts, and misperceptions, and it opens you to the vision and insight into your life and others, which is imperative when we're talking about others, because as a 9, you are a selfless giver. You serve. All right. I'm hoping something in here was beneficial. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care.